Welcome to Betrayal Stories. In today's video, we are diving into something that many men over 50 struggle to notice. The subtle, almost invisible ways women communicate attraction. Have you ever noticed how some women don't flirt directly? Instead, they check your awareness quietly, gauging your emotional presence, especially when you're a mature man. They act differently around you because they don't want to appear needy or too eager. They mask their interest in carefully chosen words and questions, and most men never notice the signals. A woman drawn to an older man will almost always ask two very specific questions. They are hidden in plain sight, and understanding them can completely change how you connect with women. But before I reveal them, do a small favor, tap the like button, and comment if you've ever missed a woman's signal and only understood it later. Your engagement helps this message reach more men who need it. Many men over 50 believe they're invisible to women, younger or their own age, but the truth is the exact opposite. Mature men often become more attractive than ever when they truly understand female behavior. The problem isn't women, it's misunderstanding. It's moving through life thinking she's just being nice when, in reality, she's inviting you in. Women rarely show interest openly. They test your emotional calm, your presence, and your ability to notice subtle cues. Feminine psychology is quiet, layered, and intentional. When a woman begins to view you as someone she can trust emotionally, physically, and intimately, her energy shifts. She moves from casual talk to intentional curiosity, asking questions designed to reveal your strength as a man, your steadiness, your emotional and practical availability, and your awareness whether you notice genuine interest. Many men over 50 expect clear, obvious signs because they were raised in a time when people expressed themselves directly. But women, even mature women, communicate interest differently today. They don't say, "I am attracted to you. I want to get closer." Instead, they explore subtly. They ask questions to see whether you are someone they can approach without fear of rejection. There is a quiet feminine fear here. If she shows too much interest, she risks appearing needy, so she hides attraction within curiosity. She asks questions that seem harmless to a man who isn't paying attention, and she rarely repeats the offer. Most women don't present the same emotional invitation twice. Feminine psychology is layered. Women use questions the way men use actions. When a man is drawn to someone, he offers help, protection, or support. When a woman is drawn, she asks a question that hints at closeness. Among the endless questions a woman might ask daily, only to consistently appear when she's exploring intimacy with a mature man. But first, understand why she asks. She doesn't probe to pry, she probes to feel. She wants to sense your emotional warmth, your steadiness, your openness, your masculine presence. These questions are about connection, not information. Think of them as emotional bridges, placed carefully to see if you step onto them with presence. Most men respond at face value, missing the deeper meaning. A wise, grounded man recognizes that she is testing alignment and awareness, not collecting facts. When a woman is drawn to you, she doesn't need you to show off money, strength, or stories. She needs to feel your consciousness, presence, and .com. The first question she asks is designed to reveal your availability, not your schedule, but your heart. She wants to sense whether your life has emotional space for her. She's asking, are you open or are you locked in routine? Can I come closer without being pushed away? Women don't like wasting emotional effort. I test for openness before revealing deeper interest. This first question is her version of leaning in slightly to see if you lean in too. Most men miss this completely, assuming it's casual conversation. The second question is about direction, not career, hobbies, or achievements, but your inner direction. She wants to know if your life has purpose, stability, and masculine steadiness. Women don't open to men who drift. They open to men anchored in themselves, who carry their boundaries and move with clarity. This question tells her, is this man emotionally alive? Can I feel safe around him? Is he grounded or is he floating? When she asks, she's imagining what closeness with you would feel like. She may feel drawn to your body, but she only moves toward your presence when she senses life, direction, and steadiness. These questions matter deeply for men over 50. Women assume men of this age have already lived through most emotional stories. They hesitate to step in unless they feel certain they won't become a side character. These soft, almost invisible questions check for openness and purpose. You can ignore compliments and body cues. But missing these two questions means missing the moment a woman is inviting you in. The first question is usually phrased as, do you spend a lot of time alone? It sounds casual, but it's not. It's a probe into whether there's room for emotional closeness in your life. Women ask variations. Do you usually go out alone? Do you keep to yourself? Are you seeing anyone? Or just doing your own thing lately? This question is never about loneliness. It's about access. She's already pictured herself in your life and wants to know if she can enter emotionally and physically without forcing herself in. Most men respond literally. Yes, I'm alone a lot. Or no, not really. But a steady man hears the meaning behind it. She's checking your openness and availability to answer in a way that builds attraction. Stay balanced and calm. For instance, I enjoy my space, but I am always open to good company. Or, I like my routines, but I welcome meaningful connections. This communicates emotional openness without desperation and hints that she could be someone you allow into your life. The tone matters. Open but not empty. Receptive but not needy. Strong without being cold. Such a response gives her warmth, safety, and possibility. The second question is even more revealing. What are you looking for these days? It's never casual. It's personal, intimate, and probing your inner direction. Women only ask this when they see potential for meaningful connection. A literal answer like, I'm not sure, or I'm taking it day by day signals drift. Drift kills attraction for women over 50. The answer should convey clarity, presence, and direction. For example, I'm focused on creating experiences and connections that feel meaningful. Or, I'm living intentionally and enjoying relationships that inspire growth. These responses show you are emotionally alive, grounded, and intentional. These two questions, openness and direction, form a pattern repeated across cultures, ages, and backgrounds. They come directly from feminine psychology. When a woman asks them, she is imagining you in her life. The first question measures your availability. The second measures your purpose. Missing them is missing the door she's opening. Women rarely offer the same invitation twice. If you recognize these signals, you never again need to wonder whether a woman is interested in you. Imagine a casual, real-life moment. You're at a cafe, bookstore, or online. She smiles, touches her hair, lingers. In her gaze, then comes the first question. Do you spend a lot of time alone? Respond calmly, with balance. She senses warmth, safety, and emotional openness. Minutes or days later, she asks the second question. What are you looking for these days? You answer with grounded clarity. The emotional bridge is built. She imagines herself alongside you. The connection deepens naturally, effortlessly. Women do not test men randomly. They do it selectively, based on desire and emotional readiness. They observe energy, presence, and alignment. They want a man who is emotionally alive, grounded, and moving through life with intention. These two questions are gateways to sensing that life energy. Answer with calm, presence, and clarity. And you become someone worth leaning into emotionally, relationally, and physically. Let's expand this into practical application. Start by listening first. When she asks, do you spend a lot of time alone? Pause. Notice her tone, her expressions, her subtle energy. This is an opening, not casual chatter. Then respond with calm, layered statements. I enjoy my routines, but I always make room for meaningful company. Or I value my space, yet I welcome people who bring positivity into my life. Your tone communicates steadiness and openness. When she asks the second question, what are you looking for these days? Listen deeply. Respond with intentionality and clarity. I'm focusing on living intentionally and connecting with people who inspire me, or I aim to create meaningful experiences and connections that feel natural and genuine. Notice how these responses are simple, yet layered. They convey clarity, purpose, and emotional engagement without over-explaining or boasting. Tone matters more than words. Women are sensitive to energy, emotional steadiness, and confidence. Speak calmly. Pause when needed and let your presence communicate as much as your words. Interpretation, overcomplicating, or failing to notice the emotional subtext. Avoid these. The best approach combines presence.com and emotional awareness. Demonstrating this creates magnetic energy. Women respond to men who are emotionally alive, grounded, and intentional. Consider holiday scenarios. Christmas, 4. Instance heightens emotions and sensitivity. Women notice attentiveness, emotional presence, and subtle connection more than gifts or grand gestures. When she asks, do you spend a lot of time alone? During such moments, your calm, open response signals emotional space. When she follows with, what are you looking for these days? Your grounded, intentional answer signals purpose. These moments create lasting emotional resonance. Safety is essential. Women want to feel secure emotionally and psychologically. They assume men over 50 have experienced life and want to ensure vulnerability will be met with awareness, not distraction.com. Grounded responses communicate safety. Clarity, not perfection, is attractive. Emotional presence creates deep connection. The first question checks emotional space and accessibility. The second checks direction and purpose. Both reveal energy, awareness, and alignment. Less is more in responses. Simplicity.com and grounded awareness resonate more than over-explaining. Picture this. A woman smiles, touches her hair, and asks, do you spend a lot of time alone? You respond calmly. I enjoy my routines, but I always make space for meaningful company. Later, she asks, what are you looking for these days? You reply, I'm creating experiences and connections that feel meaningful and intentional. The emotional bridge forms, attraction deepens, and connection grows. These two questions are subtle, yet transformative. They are repeated across cultures, backgrounds, and ages because they tap directly into feminine psychology. Recognize them. Respond with calm, presence, and clarity. Step into the moment fully. Women rarely offer the same invitation twice. These questions are gateways to emotional, relational, and physical closeness. Awareness of them ensures you never again miss her signals. Always remember, women communicate desire subtly, emotionally, and often invisibly to men expecting direct signals. Mature women expect depth, clarity, and presence from men over 50. Your ability to notice her cues, respond with grounded calm, and communicate intentionality is what makes you magnetic. Presence, emotional awareness, and clarity are far more attractive than material wealth. Physical strength or stories. A woman who is emotionally drawn to you will almost always test openness and direction. Respond calmly, intentionally, and with presence. Listen deeply. Observe her energy. Communicate clarity without over-explaining. Recognize the emotional invitation and step across the bridge with confidence. This is the essence of attraction for mature men. If you take away just one thing, let it be this. A woman does not test your words. She tests your presence, awareness, and emotional alignment. Notice the questions. Respond with grounded intentionality. And you will never again wonder if a woman is interested in you. Before you go, help this channel grow. Comment the phrase, "I see the signs below," to show you understand this message and are ready to use it. Your engagement helps this reach more men who need it. Remember, women's attraction is subtle, layered, and emotionally intelligent. Recognize it, honor it, and respond with presence. This is how meaningful connections with mature women are built, lasting, and deeply satisfying.